have basketball. It just like make you grateful, make you remember who you are. Just having fun, that's what I love.
Tip, Sissoko, no, and he grabs it back, and off the glass, he's fouled.
How about Marty Sissoko? He just ripped that ball.
Down low to Sissoko, what a slam! Marty Sissoko gets two.
My main goal is to work hard, succeed, and to give back. Not many people has this opportunity. The one thing I learned from it is just have fun with it. Everything's gonna fall in place. I'm from West Africa, Mali. My village is called Tangafoya. Growing up, I grew up working on a farm. It was a pretty much everyday thing for me and my family. I mean, it's hard, to be honest. That's how we do, like to provide ourselves there. Basketball just really come fast to my life. I first started playing when I was 15. I just remember just first time just kind of dunking the ball and the people just start notice.
I manage an ophthalmology practice every year since 2010. We've gone to Mali, Africa for a week to do cataract surgery and eyeglasses distribution. We were just hanging out at our compound for dinner one night, and across the little road there was a big soccer field. And somebody came from over there and said it was Marty's older brother. And he said that he had a younger brother that he would like to see if someone would sponsor him to come to the USA because he thought he could become a very good basketball player. And I said, well, how long has he played? And he said, oh, about 6 months. And so we went over to that soccer field and there was a basketball hoop on the dirt. He couldn't really do much of anything other than jump really high and dunk the ball. He was so shy, so skinny, couldn't speak any English at all. We just really felt like we should try to give him an opportunity, if nothing else, to get an education.
I wasn't even confident to come here because I don't know them, because I never thought I was gonna leave my family. I couldn't tell my mom I'm leaving because I know how hard it's gonna be for her, and because I'm her youngest child. But my brother talked me through and said, this might be the greatest experience you never gonna have.
Je lui dis seulement de connaître qu'est-ce qu'il est allé faire là-bas. Juste le travail. Aller donner le courage, travailler Dieu. Je sais que c'est pas facile, mais avec le courage, ça peut aller. C'est un garçon qui a du courage, il est timide, il n'a pas de problème.
My first year was a little struggle, to be honest.
The biggest adjustment for him was the fact that he couldn't communicate and speak English. And so he was really, really depressed for the first few months.
I wasn't playing that much, and also English was not there, so it was a lot of struggle. The only word I know, hi, how are you?
But luckily there were some awesome teachers that worked with him one-on-one there at Wasatch.
Once I started learning, once I started playing more, and I just become myself. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm so grateful for all the Wasatch Academy program. They helping me and then speaking English school-wise and the basketball-wise. Everything was a blow mind for me here. When I step in the campus, the history of the school and everything was a blow in my mind.
He came from a good program, Wasatch. We thought he's athletic. I kid him all the time. I said he wasn't Americanized, and I wanted to keep him that way. You know, he worked his tail off.
When you go to Michigan State, you walk around and see the history and the legacy of Izzo and so many players that have played there and been developed and gone to the NBA. It's like, you know, this is the place.
It was just impressive, and the Coach Izzo and his staff, man, incredible people. Basketball took me everywhere. I don't know if I can stand here for a long time. Nope. See you ruining my hair. Those aircraft game was one of my best experiences I ever had.
Sissoko knocks it away to Akins, who gives it back to Marty, who slams it home.
Marty Sissoko just hanging around the rim and throws down another one.
Playing against Kentucky was amazing.
Back to Walker. Walker down the lane, loop pass, slam dunk by Sissoko, and that may have wrapped this thing up.
I'm just happy as hell we found a way to win.
They interviewed me, and I turn around, and they said, we're going to interview Marty, and I look, and there was this mass of our whole team, and they were so happy for him. And the reason they're happy for him is they know his journey. They know what he's done.
We got the ball.
Thank you so much. It took a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, we're all big Marty fans because we respect his reliability and his accountability. And right now, those are pretty cool things to have.
And coming out of the game is Sissoko.
C'est une fierté pour tout le village de le voir, surtout aux États-Unis, le voir jouer à la télé. C'est une fierté pour tout le village. Je lui dis d'aller travailler bien, écouter les conseils des entraîneurs et des éducateurs. Vraiment, il est notre espoir là-bas.
I played this game for my mom and my sister who passed when I was a little kid. Losing her took a lot out of me. Every time I step on the floor, I just think about her.
Really tough shot rejected. Sissoko coming out of nowhere.
Just a delightful young man. Talking to him about his home country of Mali and the fact that his family has been in the farming business, and I think that's what he wants to do.
Incredible work ethic.
Yes.
And he being the youngest of 10 children, he feels the responsibility to take care of his family and his parents and his siblings.
I never took anything granted because I know where I'm from. We don't have this kind of stuff over there. Whatever I can do to give people a chance to go to school, give them nice materials they can work on the farm. Looking back to that kid, I'm very proud of him because the hard work he started over there is leading to him where he is right now. That kid from Mali, just very inspirational. Very blessed to be part of it, and I'm so thankful.
We're on the road for the last time this calendar year. But that really doesn't make much difference because the one we're at right now, this road game, is so big. Joey Hauser driving the baseline, spins, fires good. With him, AJ knocks it away, takes it from him. Drives the basket. What a block from behind by Hogard. With the ball now is Joey Hauser in the paint, little turnaround, jump shot is good. With the ball, Kohler spins, shoots, scores, he's got 4. We go to the break, we're all tied at 35. AJ at the elbow, floaters away, good. One of its last 9, but still lead it. Off the pick. Walker elbow shot, nothing but net for Walker, and he's got 14. Guard at the elbow. He'll fire. It's good again. Let's pick it. Ball goes down low to Dorsey, working on Sissoko. Marty held his ground. Aikens wide open for three. The lefty drains it. He got it. Makes a move, fires a three. He got it. What a game, what a second half for Michigan State. We've got our final score, 67-58.
We're at 1855 place. It's super convenient because it's maybe like a 5-minute walk from the rink, super close to all that stuff.
Typically for breakfast, like, I don't know, just a few eggs, toast, or like an English muffin, and then normally like some sort of shake or smoothie. I'm not like a great cook, so I keep it pretty simple. What was that? I don't know. I didn't just get them. You want to eat?
My dad played here, so I'd always been a Spartan ever since I was young. I was committed a while ago, but I mean, this was always where I wanted to come.
Check in Michigan.
I didn't really care too much about how the program was or anything. I just really wanted to come to school.
I got a phone call from D. Mike's on a Sunday, and then I talked with Adam Nightingale on the next day, Monday. Came out for my visit Wednesday night, and then toured everything Thursday morning, committed that day. So it was pretty quick. I think it was like June 14th also, so like very late. But yeah, I mean, it was really cool.
Alright, see you later, guys. Yeah. I'm in civil engineering. And I've always had kind of like an interest in buildings and design and stuff like that. Most mornings I have 2 in-person classes and 3 online. So most mornings I gotta get like my online stuff done before I actually go to class. We have really long days. I feel like a lot of people think that like we get it easier than other students and stuff. We have easier classes and stuff, and really we don't. We're doing exactly what every other full-time student is doing. But then also being at the rink for 7 hours and games every weekend. Every day is like really long, but it's never a bad thing to always be busy.
So this is my chemistry class. I come in here 11:30, and then I go to trig class, and then I go straight to the rink for practice. Thank you.
Super spoiled with the new stuff. The shooting room's the biggest one for me. I think most guys would say I'm in there quite a bit. I think it's fun, just work on your shot, but also just like playing pig and stuff with the guys, like making it a little competitive, having some fun with it. As far as being pros, I think that's just the way you carry yourself every day. Little habits throughout the time at the rink, or whether it's school or stuff like that. Taking care of your body away from the rink, sleep, eating healthy, stuff like that. And when you're at the rink, making sure you take advantage of our resources they can. Fix any pain you're having or will, like making sure you get a good warm up. I don't think many teams warm up before practice and stuff like that. That's something we do to try and set ourselves apart from other programs. So, and then when you're on the ice, it's just going 100% all the time, full intent.
It's all nice to have it all under like one building. You don't have to go somewhere else. There's no excuse to not be taking care of yourself and taking care of your body.
I think you just got to stop there with upset. I'd probably tell the people I'm there right here. I'm in a red jersey. I messed up my shoulder, and so this means no one can hit me. Yeah, that's why I look good today. No one's putting a body on me.
For Dan and for Carson, it's been great to see them grow. Even prior to being at Michigan State, the previous staff did a very strong job in recruiting Dan. Parents are both alums of Michigan State, and just by chance when we were coming here and getting hired, Carson was a player that we had notified. He played together with Dan on the same junior team in Sioux Falls Stampede in the USHL, so we felt like they might already have some chemistry. They played the whole year together on a line, power play, PK. Dan had a very strong year. Carson's second half, his game really took off, so we were optimistic that chemistry in junior would translate to college, and so far it has.
Are you kidding me? What? What is that, dude?
Obviously, with them both being freshmen, it's a transition coming from junior hockey to college, but they've really bought into our culture and how we want to play, and they've obviously had a lot of success on the ice, but I think some of it has to do where they have a little bit of a sense and of IQ of where the other person might be on the ice, so they've been together on a line, same thing on the penalty kill and on the power play like they have in junior, so they've had a strong start, and hopefully they can keep improving and bringing it to another level here.
Go Green!
Been a good day at practice. Gonna head home, study for my final exams. Got Michigan this weekend, which will be a couple great games. Thanks for following along.
Adam, we know what this rivalry means in basketball and football here, but for hockey and the sport, what exactly does it mean?
I think it's the greatest one in college hockey. The state of Michigan's a big hockey state. I think families, you grow up at a young age, you're either a Spartan or a Wolverine.
They've won 6 in a row against you guys. Is that something that you kind of reinforce throughout the locker room?
It's a new year and new series, and both teams have new coaches, so I think we're going to see a different kind of game.
Sellout crowd here in East Lansing, Michigan and Michigan State. Dylan St. Cyr, who's got one career victory when he beat the Wolverines, came at Notre Dame. At the other end, Eric Portillo, the big Swede, was 6-0 against Michigan State last year. The two guys that'll be counted on to stop the pucks here tonight, Fred, as the two coaches are not new to this rivalry, but they are new to it in the coaching sense. Both Brandon Arado, Adam Nightingale, first-year head coaches. Here we go with the 339th all-time meeting between the bitter rivals that are Michigan and Michigan State. Spartans control the opening drop.
Drops it back into the slot. The shot blocked away.
Some traffic down there in the order of another chance. They score. Michigan's on the board, and T.J. Hughes. Nico Mueller. Back to Nienhaus. Nienhaus with a shot, fought off Portillo, rebound. Joshua digging through the trash there, trying to find it, jamming away. And for the first time, bodies in the paint in the Michigan end. Leaping it into the corner for Dorwart. Line mates last year in the USHL. They both straight off the glove of Portillo. Thrown in from the half wall. And Michigan State has evened the score at 1-1. And under the box, great chance. What a save from St. Cyr. Point blank, all alone, was Dylan Dukas. Stop a shot is blocked. And there, Portillo's up. Rebound chance. Kelly had a whack, another chance. And it's still loose, and they score. Michigan State stays with it, and they put it away. And they've got a 2-1 lead.
Just a tremendous flurry by the Spartans.
But the Wolverines can't get one here as St. Cyr. Absolute robbery.
St. Cyr, the difference in this game right now.
The oldest rivalry in college hockey. Both these teams want these 3 points. So an empty net here with under 3 to go in regulation time. Into the zone, getting free. Hughes is in, and he had the tying goal on his stick as St. Cyr was down and out and just could not put it away. Michigan State wins the hockey game. 2-1, they defeat their arch rivals from Ann Arbor and win game 1 of the series, snapping a 6-game losing streak in the process. Adam Nightingale becomes the first Michigan State coach in their program history to win his first game against Michigan. But what a scene here inside of Mount Icer. It has been years since there was this kind of energy and buzz in this building, Fred.
Nobody's left. 6,000 people have stayed to salute their victorious Spartans.
What a hockey game. Chapter 339 goes the way of Michigan State.